Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come... And the finish! Pinged towards the front line. And the pass is intercepted. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Adriano. And it's Iniesta. Guardiola. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Manchester United have it back and can go again. Retour. This looks promising. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bale wins the duel this time. And he's only too happy to take that back. Iniesta. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Cruyff quietly revving up. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Great ball, and he's in here. What's going wide left? In towards the back stick. Eto'o.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Eto'o will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Conte, under an awful lot of pressure. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played into space. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Bale. Showing good feet. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Batistuta. And it's Batistuta! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Batistuta. It's a good spell of possession, this. Iniesta. He's found the shot, surely! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
So what can they make of this? Cruyff. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's Eto'o! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
He's a sharp little ball here. Driven in. Oh, greatly! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah. He's having a hit! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Sylvestre is offering a right smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Can he finish? And that's another fine save. Corner number 3 coming up. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Manchester United can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. We're on the move again. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Looking for... Oh, good climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Guardiola picks it up from the goal kick. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that could well leave a mark. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, no joy this time. Schneider. Now it's Eto'o. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's had it nicked away. He'll try from distance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's an imaginative pass. Cruyff, can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Iniesta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Iniesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Tries one from range. Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting better and better. Sylvestre at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's going for goal! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has 2. A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a little off target.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Changement. Le numéro 17, le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 8, Saviola. Le numéro 22.
That is
Changement.
good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's Totti! And that tested the keeper.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Mauritius are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Eto'o. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Stoichkov. Conte. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is expertly dealt with. Iniesta. Looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Iniesta. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. Guardiola. Manchester United are closing in on a comfortable win.
Stoichkov really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Totti. Totti. He is through here. Totti! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Conte! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Iniesta. Van Nistelrooy, and he's having a shot! Yes! They are playing them off the park.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Oh, well played. Iniesta. Stoichkov. Tries to play it through. Looks a good ball through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Iniesta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.